Hello everybody, and welcome to an updated and solo top Zed commentary. I wanted to make this video because there's a lot of videos there's a lot of items actually that Zed can't really use as well anymore. One of them being Blade of the Ruined King, which is now an attack speed item. In addition to the fact that what you start with is a little different at solo top than it is at mid. See, at mid lane, you're going to be a lot more focused on farming. I mean, you're going to be focused on farming either way as Zed, because of the fact that his early game really isn't that special. I mean, it's decent, it's okay. I mean, if you're fighting someone else that isn't very good early, but in this case, I'm fighting a Riven, and one of the things I hate about Riven is the fact that she can just, if she kills you or like pushes you out of lane at like level 2 or 3, it's going to be really hard to get back into the game. So I saw Riven. I knew she was probably going to go top lane. It would be very unlikely that there'd be a Hecarim top. I mean, it'd be kind of a cheese lane if that were the case. It wouldn't be, not much would happen. But I knew that Riven was probably going to go top. Decided to start red pot this game, start 1 ward and then 4 potions. My reasoning for not getting 2 wards instead of just like 1 was just because of the fact that, and let me get the music playing for a second here. Sorry about this, guys. Disabled it for something I was doing earlier. I was listening to a playlist of mine. Anyway, we have a jungle Vi in this game, so I'm wary of the fact that I'm probably not going to get any ganks until like level 6 when she can secure some kind of kill. I mean, her ganks are actually pretty good at like level 2 or whenever she gets her Q, but if she doesn't land that, then she's kind of boned and the gank is pretty much over, unless she has her ultimate. So as I said, I'm fighting against a Riven, and I decided to start safe. I do end up maxing E here first. E is a very aggressive start. I mean, it's a very aggressive ability choice. Primarily because of the sustained burst damage that it'll give you with your shadow and whenever somebody gets close to you. And in this lane, I figured that I pretty much have to be aggressive or I would just be boned, like for the whole entire game. Riven was not going to just let me sit around and let me farm. I was wary of this. I also didn't have my shadow, so I was even more cautious when I didn't have it. So whenever my Q came off cooldown, I'd just try to poke at her or at minions so that I could safely get to the farm. Now she burns her Q there for whatever reason and doesn't use the stacks. So I go ahead and get like the 3rd rank of that, and I do end up killing. I mean, not killing, but damaging her health a little bit there. Unfortunately, I do end up missing the big creep, which is a lot of gold, and I decide not to go. I decide not to ward the bush because, well, I want to be able to see Hecarim as he's coming from either side, and I can't see that if I only ward the bush. So I'm just kind of farming, poking at Riven a little bit, but other than that, she's getting damaged by creeps slowly, and she's not really paying attention to it. This is actually a really unsafe place for me to be. If you're fighting somebody like Riven that can get some quick CC off on you, you definitely don't want to be this far pushed up. And don't know why the Riven didn't go after me there. She probably could have done quite a hefty amount of damage there. I don't know, maybe I kind of overestimate Riven's power after the nerf, but I still find that her early game is very deadly. So I just don't even bother. I just don't really even bother like going in on big trades yet. At least not until I get my ultimate. But unfortunately, I do end up pushing this far up for the like whole game. And I'll show you an example of that. I mean, I use my shadow stupidly right here. I'm going to really need it, and Hecarim is going to come around the back here. and I'm gonna stupidly use my shadow when I didn't even see Hecarim coming. Now, I don't know why I ran away for that long. I mean, I don't even know why I burned Flash. I should have just died and like, saved my Flash, because like that was just my stupidity there. There was nothing I mean, there was something I could have done. I could have just backed off when I should have, but you know, you live and learn, I guess. I go ahead and get my Vamp Scepter, because that's really all I can afford, plus other stuff. I still have my ward here, and I do want to go back like shortly after this anyway, because I had that in mind. So that was why I only got that, because I wanted to be able to, when I backed, I wanted to be able to get like a ward or two or something, like the little you know, little consumables that will be necessary. So now we're about, actually she barely lost on the trade. I mean, she didn't really get to trade on me very much, so I got and just like back off. So now Riven is level 6, and there's a big issue with Riven being level 6 because of the fact that she's going to keep trying to kill me all game long, like from here on out. She puts down a purple ward, not exactly, I mean, I guess it's because she wants to make sure that Hecarim can gank for her. So I go ahead and use my E there. She doesn't have like any cooldowns. If I had like been more ballsy, I probably could have just auto-attacked her and like E'd. But for some reason, I'm still scared of the Riven, even though I'm still scared of the Riven. I mean, she is barely ahead, but I can still do stuff against her. And good on Riven going in on me, but then kind of bad on her for chickening out. I don't know why she decided not to try to kill me. It would have been my own fault if she had gone in on me like that, because I burned my shadow when I shouldn't have, just for harassment. Here's the thing: if you're Zed and you want to like farm up a creep wave, you definitely want to burn shadow to do that. But I mean, that's only if you want to fully push up like that much. And right there, I go ahead and try to trade in on her. She tries to stun me, but she overestimates the range on her E, so she doesn't end up getting any trade in on me. But you should kind of play Zed like Mordekaiser, where you kind of just push all day with your shadow and E, and if they get in the way of your poke, well, that's just a bonus. Right there, I should have just. It would have been a lot safer to get the creep if I had just burned E right there, but I also didn't want to use my shadow just yet. I don't know why she keeps why she's so afraid of me. She could have just like attacked and killed me a few times. This Riven doesn't really capitalize on her advantage very much, and that ends up benefiting me a lot later on in the game. Because one of the things and right here, I go ahead and use that. I don't know what skill order she maxed. Oh, she maxed Key Burst first. A lot of people like to do that, just because of the fact that a melee opponent like me is going to have a really tough time getting close to minions if she bursts me with Key Burst. But the main issue with that skill choice was the fact that she didn't really auto-attack me afterwards. She would just like Q me and then back off, which is definitely not something you want to do with Riven. You want to be using Key Burst and attacking them in the meantime. Otherwise, especially after the nerf, you want to be I don't know. You want to be more ballsy in terms of your auto attacks, because that's the only one of the only things that didn't get nerfed about her is her auto attack passive thing, and that's a big part of your combo. So I'm just farming here. Not much is happening. I can just fast forward through this stuff. I'm just gonna push up this minion wave, and I know that Riven probably wants my ass, so definitely trying to be more cautious than usual. So I get Brutalizer and Boots. It was kind of a greedy item choice. I definitely should have gotten a ward or something. If I had gotten a ward, then I don't know. If I had gotten a ward, then I'd be able to make a lot more risky plays against Riven. But so far, I'm not really doing much to get back into this game, which is not something you want to be doing. But I am, however, out-trading this Riven, even though she's supposed to be ahead of me. I think it's primarily because of the fact that I'm out-farming her. But also perhaps because of the fact that she doesn't have any form of sustain. That's really putting me into this game like quite a bit. This Riven knows that we're probably going to try to dive her, but knowing this, and plus Hecarim is being an asshole and not using his E for some reason. I don't know why he's not like being more of a man. He could have killed me there, but I guess he decided not to for whatever reason. So now I'm really low, and I know that Riven really wants to kill me. So I'm just backing off and waiting for the either minion wave to push. I also want to be so that she doesn't get the chance to secure her lead even further. See, this game, like, I did functionally lose the lane. Like, I did lose my top lane, but I did end up coming back, as you'll be able to see later on in this game. I'm going to keep pushing up this minion wave a bit more, and just trying to farm as much as I can. Like, one of the things I like about Zed top is the fact that fighting a laner like Riven that just builds like glass cannon, you're gonna end up beating them at the end of the game in terms of that kind of build. I know that Hecarim's probably top because he's not appearing like anywhere else on the map, because mid really needs help. Their mid really needs help, but he's not there. So that means that he's either like trying to set something up bottom, and since neither laner is at bottom, that's not happening. But then I kind of figure, oh yeah, Hecarim would have made a move by now if he was doing anything. So I didn't know that he was in the in that bush like there. So good on Hecarim for camping me and taking advantage of the fact that I'm probably not gonna be moving from my spot if I don't think he's in that bush. Yeah, I was like, ugh, this Hecarim's camping me, but really, this is actually one of the best courses of action you could make. Since Ashe Lulu was so far behind, it was better off of him to just put a laner that was already ahead even further ahead, so that maybe that laner could capitalize on that. However, the flaw in that was the fact that Riven and bottom lane were just, all they were doing the whole game, were just pushing bottom. And so Vi, when she saw that Hecarim killed me at top, and that Ashe was top shortly after, she's just like, okay, we'll just push down the inhibitor turret. And that's why they could make this play. I really like junglers like Vi because they can really secure objectives, which are really, really important to this game. I mean, yes, kills are very important, but if you're just getting kills on somebody useless all game long, like in my case, I mean, well, in Heimerdinger's case, now he's worth gold, but before that, and like they could have gone after Ashe or something, but really that's not going to put you anywhere in the game. Like, we're ahead in this game, but only because Ezreal's a boss. But I don't think we would have been ahead if Vi had just kept on trying to kill Ashe over and over and over again in this game. He killed him enough to the point where Ashe wasn't going to do anything important. And right here, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they're just trying to kill the Vi now. They probably can, because she already burned her flash, and she has like no mana. But I think one of the problems is that Ashe like decided not to use her frost arrows for a second there. But in the meantime, as Vi is like stalling them, we're going to go ahead and get this top turret. See, one of the things is that you have to choose when you want to stall, because if you're going to stall and nobody's going to take advantage of it, it's going to be pretty pointless. You might as well just like die. I mean, no, don't feed, like don't like run into them, but if you know that you're gonna die whether you flash or not, you might as well go ahead and just, yeah, fail pulverize there. I'm not gonna just ignore that, don't worry. Anyway, if you're just gonna die without like anything happening for it, then well, just die because it was your fault. Like, no reason to stall when nothing's really gonna happen, unless you can like coordinate. Hey, I'm dying. Go ahead and like kill Dragon in the meantime. Then it's really not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it to burn Flash or anything, because in that case, you, as opposed to like one death and a Flash, meaning that you can probably die afterwards. You're also like kind of going, hey, yeah, I'm flashing in addition to that, so you're gonna get that too. I get knocked up here. I go right for Heimer, knowing that Lulu's gonna die to either Vhagar or Ezreal, so I just go straight for them. Since they dive in on Ezreal, I do want to go in on Hecarim, but Hecarim already dies beforehand. Riven flashes away for some reason instead of being a man and going for me. I don't think Vi would have been able to kill her if she had done anything, but maybe I'm just overestimating this Riven's intelligence or her power. I don't really know. She has a black cleaver, so she would have at least been able to kill me. I think this is just Riven being afraid of capitalizing on the fact that she's kind of ahead of me. I have 1 kill and I am kind of out farming her, but she's kind of functionally ahead of me in gold. If I calculate it correctly. Actually, no, that's odd. I would expect her to be kind of further ahead of me in gold. It's a little unusual. Maybe it's because of the fact that she's missed a few cannon minions or something and that's added up, or maybe it's the fact that we've gotten Dragon a few times. I think it's the fact that we got Dragon a few times. But regardless, I'm starting to really make my presence known in teamfights. Getting this BF sword's really going to help me there. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for my. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for that item, the Bloodthirster or whatever. So I use my ulti there. I know that she probably has flash up. That's why I use my ulti. And so I get a double kill there. Now I'm like legitimately just destroying face. This Alistar's being a real man because he's super awesome. I don't know why he tanks the Terra for this long. I think it's just because he's a silly guy and likes to be silly. And that Flash was super pro, and I love this game. I fucking love this game in general. But anyway, so Vi is a man too. We don't want to do plays like this too much, but I end up getting a quick kill on Lulu, so I ain't really complaining. Let's go ahead and fast forward through all this stuff. We can't really stay because they're all kind of starting to spawn again. So that's why I'm kind of being. I don't know why they're continually being men. I mean, yeah, they killed Ashe, but Ashe is like worth nothing at this point. So there's really no point in doing that. So I go ahead and back off. I know when I'm supposed to. So I have like Bloodthirster and Doran's Blade. I don't know why I still have my Doran's, but I don't think I would have been able to afford Pickaxe either way. Because my next item on my list is Last Whisper, because that's really going to spike my power a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and push this wave up, because nobody's really going to stop me, because Ali and Vi are both here. They're being men and diving in on Riven. That's kind of the theme of this game, is being men. I mean, you gotta be a man all the time if you're Alistar, Vi, or Zed. Because if you're not, then, well, you might as well pick someone like Teemo, because those champs aren't manly. Anyway, I'm just fighting the Hecarim because I'm not fucking scared. And now this Vi is not dead because Flash. And then Vi flashes, not thinking about what she'll do after she flashes. It's something I'm not a huge fan of when people do. Hey, let's go ahead and burn our flash and then do nothing after it's burnt. I only flash when I know I can make a play afterwards. And right here, I knew that if I had done that and after she burned her ulti, she would have just randomly burned her ulti for no reason. Oh god, Hecarim, no! Hecarim, why'd you kill me, you mean person? I hate you. I want your family to die. Anyway, yeah, the Ashe decides to kill minions so that Alistar can get the kill. Yeah, this may look bad, but since Heimerdinger already used his rockets and missed his stun, he's got, like, no killing power. And he knows that, so he's just gonna walk away. Alistar's a man, goes after every kill because Alistar is the manliest member of our team. He was really credit to team this game. I love this guy. Anyway, I think I've spawned. Yes, I'm more important than Alistar. I mean, yes, he's a man, but I'm me, so that makes me better. Anyway, I'm gonna fast forward through this, farm more because farm is tasty and beautiful. So that's that, and I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm getting blue buff because they've got Baron. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the back to clean up because I know they can 4v5 pretty decently. And they're getting chased out here, and I don't burn my ulti because I don't need to, but now I'm gonna burn my ulti to kill Ash because I know that I can do it. I get the double kill there. I wanted to kill the Riven, but she has flash again, so that's a little unfortunate. I have, at this point, I have enough gold for my last Whisper, but for some reason, I don't want to be. And then we're about finished with this game. We should, after the inhibitor, we should have just backed off. But I wanted to get the inhibitor again, and also I thought I could do a lot of damage in fights. But I forgot that once Ezreal died, I would be the next guy they'd go for. So, I was gonna get the fuck out of there. I wasn't gonna die even if they surrendered because I am super invincible, and Zed has a hidden passive where if he gets hit a bunch of times, he then refuses to die and then leaves because everyone is horrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and go ahead and like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.